Okay, so good morning, students. This is a continuation sang aton nga lesson, the front office management. So last week, we were not able to have our class due to some reason. But then the other night, I was able to receive an instruction from the department nga pwede na kita magpadayon. So supposedly, ang lesson nga ni the front office management is ang lesson natin last week. However, since wala kita nakaklase, subong ko ini siya i-record. Ang na-miss natin nga lesson, I will be recording it, and then ang remaining, once matapos ko, then we will resume our live class, okay? So, ang May 25th is supposedly for tomorrow, yesterday. That was Tuesday nga class, and then ang May 26 is for tomorrow nga class naton. This is for HRM3 and then the CSO3 na kon nga mga students who are doing their internship for the front office operations. Okay, so let's continue. So front office management. So the front office is the nerve center of the hotel. Communications and accounting are two of the most important functions of that front desk operation. So communications and accounting. Okay, so effective communication with guests, employees, and other departments of the hotel are paramount or important in projecting a hospitable image. So ang front office gid amo gid ni siya ang pinaka-importante nga nagaubraman sang important function sa aton nga front desk operation. So ang una is the effective communication, not only with the employees but also with the guests as well as other departments of the hotel. This is very important in projecting a hospitable image. Imagine bala kung ang imo nga front office, imo nga front office officers or front desk agents are not approachable, hindi friendly. So, what kind of image ang imo nga hotel nga iga-portray sa imo nga mga clients or even to your colleagues who are working in the same hotel as you? Okay, so I hope you understand that. Now, continuation. So ano ang mga vital services or ano ang mga work? So previously, ang ginobra naton, gin-study naton is the entire hotel. But right now, what we are studying or ano ang ako niya gina-lecture sa inyo is about the front desk or the front office. So front office isa ini sa department sang hotel. Okay? So ano ang ilang mga, let's say, mga responsibility? Okay, so ang number one is answering queries or answering questions from guests about the hotel guest services is vital. So knowing detailed information in this area is the key. Okay, so ang front office gid ang una nga ginapamangkot regarding sa mga detailed information about the hotel. Diin located ang spa? How much ang ilang nga charge? How about ang a la carte nga mga menu? How about the buffet? So, although you are also allowed to ask this sa iban nga departments ng hotel, but then it is also paramount or important nga ang front desk kabalo mag-answer sining mga question coming from the guest. The front office department coordinates with various other departments such as sales, marketing, housekeeping, accounting, concierge, and then group sales. So they have to work hand in hand together to attain a common goal, which is to portray an image nga hindi makatarnish sa image nga gin-establish sang isa ka hotel. Another one is to request for information on guest room availability and housekeeping department inquiries concerning reservations are but a few of the daily routine tasks. Okay, so isa ini sa mga daily routine. When we say routine, is like usual nga ginaubra from day to day. So, request for information on guest room availability. Okay, let's continue, ha? Another one is the accounting procedures involving charges to registered and non-registered hotel guests are also important within this department. It is also in this department nga naga-take place also ang accounting procedures. Although there is a separate accounting department, there is also accounting nga nagakatabo diri sa front desk or sa front office, which involves the charges sang mga naka-check-in nga guest, or we consider the registered guest, or even the non-registered guest. Okay. Another one, the front office is the first place that can make guests develop an impression about the level of service, standard, facilities, and hospitality of the hotel. That's why, guys, you've noticed, naga-invest gid ang hotel sa image sang ilang nga front office. Usually, ang front office, pag sulod mo yan, malapad, may flower, malimpyo, guests are ang ilang mga front desk officers, mga good-looking, because first impression last. Okay? So kung magbutang kada, for example, nga daw mahigko ang imo front office, it would only mean nga siguro ang ilay nga cleanliness sa ilay nga hotel daw hindi gid siya amo na ka istrikto. Or let's say for example nga aman niya ang ilay nga mga empleyado ya daw mga hindi ka approachable. So mga amo sina bala. So the level of service, okay? Standard, facilities and hospitality of the hotel dira gid tanan naga-take first place whenever there is a guest nga naga-visit dira sa certain nga hotel. So let's say here, ha. So sa front office personnel chart naton, so ano ang aton nga mga front office personnel? So we have the door attendant na discuss naton ni before, ang night auditor, receptionist, concierge, reservations agent, telephone operator, front office manager, bellboy, cashier, and then door attendant. Please take note of this one, okay? Because later on, I am going to give you an exam to give a detailed nga work sining mga front office personnel. Let's say for example, na-discuss natin before ang about sa concierge. So what do they do? How about the bellboy? Ano ilagi na obra? How about the door attendant? So we have discussed this previously sa aton nga lesson. So later on, I am going to give you an exam about this. Okay? So I hope clear ang sa aton nga front office nga personnel chart naton. Okay? So, front office manager. Okay, so ano ang obra sang isa ka FOM? So, they direct and coordinate the activities of the front office department. By the way, we have also sang front office manager natin nga shifting man ni sila, no? Because the hotel also is operating in a 24 hours capacity, may ara man kita ya sang duty manager, front office manager. So we have sometimes tatlo man every shift, lain-lain man ang ilang manager. So ano ang isa ka works, ang isa ka front office manager? So, direct and coordinate the activities of the front office department. Another one is to perform the function of a link between the management and front office employees. So, ara nakasalalay na sa front office manager. Daw siya ang nagaserve nga daw tulay or bridge between the hotel management and also the front office employees. So, kung may mga problem da sila, may ara sila nga gusto i-raise sa management, before ina-erase ang isa ka front office manager sa ilang HR, he will try first to solve, no? In case for example may mga conflict, before pang dalon sa HR, i-try anay nga i-solve sang front office manager. Another one is responsible for hiring, training, supervising, and disciplinary of all front desk, reservation, and guest services staff members in order to maintain the desired standard of service. So the FOM is the one also responsible, training, supervising. When it comes to hiring, I think with the help also of the HR manager ini siya. Pero dako gid ang role nga let's say dako gid ang role nga fill in sang isa ka front office manager in terms of supervising even the disciplinary action para sa ilang mga front office personnel. Another one is to prepare the budget for the front office department. And then, of course, is the evaluation. So they evaluate, the FOM, evaluate the job performance of each front office employee. So daw siya ang unang ma-evaluate. And then pagkatapos, gina-forward sa HR for further evaluation. So the manager gid nga obra sa front office because this is a separate nga department sa isa ka hotel. So may ara da sila sang FOM or ang ato niya front office manager. Now, ano ang cycle sang isa ka guest? Okay, so we have the pre-arrival. So sa pre-arrival, okay, so sa guest cycle stage, we have the pre-arrival, arrival, in-house, and then the departure. So this is the cycle. Nag-start dire sa pre-arrival nato, no? Going to arrival, in-house, and then departure. So ano ang nagakatabo-tabo diri sa lain-lain nga stage sang isa ka guest whenever nga the moment nga magkadto siya or magsulod na siya sa hotel. Okay, so number one is the pre-arrival. So before arrival, right? So the pre-arrival. So dira mo makita ang reservations. So prior mag-abot ang guest, nag-ubra na siya nga daan sang reservations. How many rooms, what type of room, with breakfast. Siguro nag-request naman siya for airport pick-up. So dira tanan na sa pre-arrival. Sa arrival naman is the registration. So importante ged, right? It's a very basic ged nga ang isa ka guest has to register. So name, mga basic information about the guest name, address, email address, contact number, work. So amo na. And then a room will be assigned, issuing of room key, and then baggage handling. So sino ang nag-handle sang baggage? So ang ilan naman yung mga baggage handler, no? So naga-help, ginahakwat or ginabutang sa pushcart para nga dalon sa kwarto sang guest. Now, in-house, during the in-house is amo sini ang during the time nga naka-check-in na ang guest. So, mail and message handling because sometimes may ara ang mga nagapadala sang mga voicemail or fax sa guest or let's say for example, mga courier services kaya dira ginapa-address ang guest during the time nga dira i-deliver during her stay. So, dira na siya. Maintenance of guest account, paging and travel assistance, safe deposit and currency exchange. So, dira na siya sa in-house services. And then for the departure, so they're preparing the guest bill, settlement of guest account, transportation from the airport going to the from the hotel going to the airport or sa next nga destination abis ang guest. And then also they also cater for the future reservation sang guest. Now, I have some questions here. Okay, so number one, describe the importance of front office operations within a hotel. Number two, explain personal job responsibilities of some of the front office team. And number three, describe some questions that front office personnel could be asked by guests. So these three questions, guys, I would like you to answer this sa inyo nga activity notebook. butangan ninyo sang inyo nga date. Okay? So, for my CSO student, butangan ninyo sang date ninyo nga Wednesday ang inyo homework, which is May 26. Pero sa akon nga HRM3 students, butangan ninyo ang inyo dates ang homework nga May 25. Okay? So, dira ha ang akon nga instruction. And then, write it in an essay format. Hindi nga number 1, number 2, number 3, but in essay nga format. Okay? Now, continuation, no? Why is it required to address guests and colleagues by name? Why do you think so? What will you do if a guest comes to you to complain? And the number 3, why is it required to report incidents in the logbook? Because anything nga nagakatabo sa sulod sang hotel, ginabutangan gid naton sang ginatawag naton nga IR or the incident report. Okay? So, continuation iniha, please also put this one sa inyo nga activity notebook. So, in total, I have 6 questions already. Now, for the front office excellence. Okay. So, for a front office to achieve excellence in customer or guest relations skills, there are 11 basic skills to serve as a beginning to achieve excellence. Okay, so I am going to discuss to you the 11 basic skills para ma-achieve naton ang isa ka front office excellence. Okay. So, first is smiling. Necessary gid ina. Kung ikaw ang guest, do you think manamian ikaw? Okay, so for example, nagsulod ikaw sa hotel and then pagkatapos wala nagasmile sa imo ang front office officer. Do you think you will like it? Of course not. That is why ang pinaka-importante gid is to smile, okay? Every time gid ina, okay? Every time gid smile. Number 1, greetings. Good morning, Mr. MJ Bernal. Welcome to Marriott Hotel Iloilo. How are you today, sir? Mga amo na bala? So after you smile, you greet. And then we have the conversation. Okay. Conversation in a professional way. Bisan ang aton nga guest pabalik-balik na dira, let's not forget nga ang aton nga guest are still our guests. That is why we have to engage in a conversation in a professional way. I-avoid naton ang ginatawag naton nga daw over familiarity. Another one is proper telephone etiquette. Ang isa sa proper nga telephone etiquette is what? Okay? So kung nagatawag ang guest sa imo, it would be very okay gid. And then the proper telephone etiquette to greet them, and you smile also while naga-istorya ikaw sa telephone nga mabatian gid inayas ang guest. Okay? And ang isa nga itudlo ko sa inyo when it comes to proper telephone etiquette is if somebody calls you, okay, or the guest ang nagtawag sa inyo, let them hang up first before you hang up the phone. Another one is providing assistance. Okay, so you are there ara ikaw sa hotel, so necessary gid nga maka-provide ikaw sang assistance sa imo nga mga guest for whatever example nga mga health nga ilang need. Kamugid ang una nga kadtuan sang guest whenever may need sila nga mga assistance. And also you give attention, giving your full attention, positive endings and outcomes, and follow through on what you say. Okay, so if you promise like this or to do this, please do it. Do not make some false promises nga hindi mo man matupad. Okay? Now, maintaining a positive attitude, of course, making positive decisions, And then always maintain the sense of humor. Pero ang ginahambal ko gani, avoid over familiarity because later on base over familiar ka na with the guest and then maglangulango ka na with the guest and you think gali daw ang guest, for example, he finds it a little bit hindi na siya appropriate. So there will have a problem between you and the guest. And you as the front desk officer, base magka-problema ka man with your front office manager when it happens. Okay? Now, customer care study. You work as a supervisor for a large hotel chain. The hotel that you work at has recently been receiving a high percentage of complaints from customers about how they have been treated by staff during their stay. The manager has asked you to look into the problem and deal with some of the issues. Number one, propose way to improve customer service. And the number two, investigate the customer care policy. Okay, so I will leave this also sa inyo, which will be your activity also. Okay, so activity inin ninyo and then please put it sa inyo nga activity notebook. What are you going to propose to improve the customer service? Because recently damo gid sang complain ang mga guests sa inyong hotel. And the number two, investigate the customer care policy. Okay, so activity inin ninyo for my CSO3 nga student, this can be your activity until Friday. And then for my HRM3 student, this can be your activity until Thursday. Okay? Now, front office manager. The front office manager must embrace the charge of becoming a proactive communicator and facilitator. This hotel executive must analyze and seek the pieces of information guests will probably need and figure out which department must interact to fulfill this need. Okay, so amugid ni ang isa sa obra sang front office manager to check kung ang request sa mga guests kay sino ya pwede i-forward para nga ma-fulfill ang needs sini sa mga guests. That is why it is very important gid nga sa hotel may naka-duty gid nga isa ka manager to assist the other front office personnels. Now, reviews night audit report. Reviews incoming reservation for the day because before pa na mag-check-in at 2 p.m., gina-check na tanan ninyo sang inyong team with the help of your front office manager kung sino ang mga incoming nga mga reservations. Okay, so may VIP ka mo da manog abot, may family ka mo nga guest, or may honeymooners, dapat kabalo kamo sina. Another one is communicate information to employees on all shifts concerning reservations, room assignments, and room inventory. Now, continuation. Communicates information to other departments. Housekeeping, marketing and sales, banquets, food and beverages, plant engineering and security. Resolves guest billing discrepancies and other complaints. Prepares budget with general manager and controller and prepares forecasting sheet. Another continuation is to conduct business meetings to promote room sales. Assist in check-in, check-out, reservation confirmation, and then updating reservation system. Interviews potential front office employees. Communicates with night auditor and then maintains front office equipment. Okay, now, if the front office analyzes the various guest departmental contacts, he or she can move toward understanding how the front office fits into the efficient delivery of the hotel's hospitality services. Okay, so guys, that's all. Let me just continue. I think I missed something. Okay, so the potential departmental contacts in the cycle are what? The marketing, reservations, registration, guest stay, and check out. Okay, so amo sini ang akon nga lecture for today. Please do not forget to do your activity for this week. Okay, so you have the activity until Friday. Please watch the whole video and then make your activity. Isulat ninyo sa inyo nga activity notebook. Okay, thank you so much guys and you have a nice day.